to continue with a little bit about the double stroke roll and just some strokes in general. We talk about in Technique 1 here at school a stroke called the Gladstone stroke, and this is also known as the free stroke. This is an interesting stroke. It's not, you wouldn't normally go around playing the drums like this. I'll show you what it does. It does this. Boink. All right. But what it's there to do is show how we're using the drum to get a full range of motion and using really no effort to do that. The other thing that's interesting to note here is that you see what we have here called the second finger fulcrum, which I've utilized a lot more lately than I used to. I don't think about everything coming from the index finger and the thumb. This is an important digit here, the middle finger. It's the longest, it's the strongest, and for this kind of thing, you're getting the most. If I'm holding the stick there, I get even a little bit more range of motion as I drop into that second one. So it allows some flexibility here, and we can, we have the molar stroke and all this stuff. But I just want to start here with this, with these 4 strokes. I consider this to be like a 4-stroke motion. We have the full stroke, the free stroke, the downstroke, the tap, and the upstroke. And I think of these kind of all as one motion. So if you're playing oftentimes the hi-hat like this, right, you've got a down and a tap happening. So it's really kind of important to understand how this all works, and it just feels good to know this. That freedom, we want to allow that freedom, but we can't always afford that much space coming out of it. But we want the stick to be able to move in this area freely, and that really allows that to happen. Also, remember that we're really having the stick come up and go out into this fleshy part of the palm, because I'm trying to not disrupt the flow of what my hand would do if it were laying down at my side. So there it is. So 1, 2, tap, up. The up is basically another tap, getting us prepared to move again. But when I'm playing accented notes, if I'm playing a paradiddle, it's looking more like this. I don't start tight with my wrist. I have more of a flow here. So important to know these guys. Okay. Also, again, one more thing on the double stroke roll with the pad on. Oftentimes I'll try to not worry so much about any kind of a rebound, but to pull the stick up from the pad. If I'm dropping it out of my hand and letting it bounce, I'm snapping that next note. So that second note is bigger and thicker, and that's why this is a nice thing to get used to being able to do. You can also start to play a double stroke roll at about this tempo and just pull up that second note so that you definitely can hear that difference. Hear that difference? Do my left also. So this makes for thick, big, thick notes. We don't want any confusion here. There's the buzzing stroke, the press roll, doubles, and singles. Okay, singles is one of those things where I'm definitely using some of that spastic energy in the French grip, very finger oriented thing, and it's nice in jazz things, and just quick little things on the snare drum. If I'm working on this, I'll start in small chunks of notes, single notes, and work up from there. So this is definitely more of a finger thing.